Hello everyone, we've reached the end of 2016 and I thought what better way to celebrate than by giving you my top 10 books that I've read in 2016. These books are not really in any particular order, I just really enjoyed reading them. So yeah, let's get into the video. The first book I want to talk about is one that I've anticipated for so much, and that is Lady Midnight. I was looking forward to reading this so much. I think this is one of the most beautiful covers. The Shadowhunter world continues and it doesn't disappoint. No matter how many books she writes, it doesn't disappoint, and I can't wait for Lord of Shadows. Next on my list is Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. This is a collection of 10 short stories. At first I was a bit wary, but I just reread the whole Mortal Instruments series, and after the 6th book there's just this feeling of I wish it could continue, I wish to know more about the characters, and here this happens. The first few stories I wasn't really a fan of, but as the story progresses and as you read more and more, it's just absolutely amazing. You get to see all your favorite characters from Immortal Instruments, and you get these really great stories about the past of many other characters as well. So yeah, definitely in my top 10 of 2016. Next up on my list I got Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. This isn't my favorite Harry Potter story, but just the excitement when it came out. When I read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows for the first time, the thought of, whoa, this is really the last time I'm going to be reading an original new Harry Potter story. And when this came out, it was just like, okay, I get to read another one about Harry Potter and his world for the first time, and I devoured it word by word. And while I think that it doesn't compare to Harry Potter, it was still one of my favorite reads just because all the anticipation around it, and I can't wait to see the play in London. Next on my list, also by J.K. Rowling, is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the screenplay. I've read this in one sitting because it reads so quickly. You go through it in a couple of hours. And I've watched the movie right after, and I think it's a really good story. It has all the elements from the magical world of Harry Potter that we love, but in a totally new setting with totally new characters. Love the movie, I love the script. Next on my list is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I've read all the Jane Austens this year, and this was one that I hadn't read before 2016, and it's now on my favorite list together with Pride and Prejudice and Emma. Those are my 3 favorite Jane Austen books. I love Marianne's spirit, while Eleanor's wiseness really attracts me, and I think read it. Just read it. Next up is another classic, and this time it's North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. If you want to know more about this book, I talked about it in my classics video. You should really check that out because this story is simply amazing. I'm not going to go too deep into the story, so if you want to know what it's about, go and check out my classics video and you will find out. But this is one of the best classics I've ever read. The themes, it's so gripping. Next up is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this is the first time I've read something that even came close to being a thriller. It's a soft thriller, I think, and this story blew me away. When you're reading, you're thinking, oh this, oh that, and you're trying to fit the pieces together, and then at the end you're thinking, how did I not see it? The clues were there, the clues are there. I'm not going to get too deep into the story because you should just read it without knowing anything about it. Just read it and be amazed by it. So next on my list is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saints. I bought this on recommendation by other booktubers, and I just read it without knowing much about it, and it gripped me. Sometimes it's written very simple, and I wish the descriptions would have been broader. I wish the sentences could have been put together a bit more interesting. His words grip you in its simplicity. This is a beautiful, beautiful book, and I think everybody should read this. Last on my list is a book by an author that I had not thought that would ever be on one of my favorites lists. But it is one of my favorite books now, and that is Looking for Alaska by John Green. And while I don't like the other books of John Green, which I've mentioned in a couple of videos, this one is so amazing. If you haven't read it, and if you don't even like John Green, that's okay, because I don't or didn't either. But this book is so important and so gripping. I cried like a baby reading this book. So that was it for this video. I'm very excited for 2017. I think most people can agree that 2016 was a bit of a rough year on many parts, and I'm very excited for 2017 because I plan to read so many books, and all in all I'm very excited. So yeah, I wish you all a happy new year. Go celebrate, go enjoy, read, be happy, love. Like this video, subscribe, comment down below. I will see you in the next video, which will be in 2017. Bye bye!